I remembered to unmute today. Hi, everybody. How are you? Oops, sorry about that. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing okay. So, I don't know if, I really don't even know who's here. I haven't even checked comments yet. So, hey, Don Cobb, you were here last night. Perfect. Hey, Carrie Fleming. Hello, Soulful Music. So, last night, I started covering this case. I had seen it a few weeks ago, and the reason I had seen it and didn't cover it was because it was a case of misinformation. So, a little boy was found in the desert of Las Vegas by hikers, and he was unidentified. So, they called him John Zion Doe. They even gave him a little name. And while he was unidentified, they were obviously looking for him, and this lady realized that she hadn't talked to her son. Somebody had sent her the composite sketch of the little boy, and they assumed it looked like him. And very quickly unraveling, they essentially said the little boy had died and that his dad must have been responsible because they couldn't get a hold of the dad. And then Tuesday rolled around, and the dad comes back from camping, and he had his son. And by this time, the news media outlets had already announced that little John Zion Joe was this little boy, and that his dad had killed him, and they were looking for him and all this stuff. And it wasn't true. It was a case of misidentification, but it wasn't like a blatant case. It was truly accidental. I'm assuming because it was in Las Vegas, even though he had only been out there for 2 days, because of the heat, it could extenuate circumstances, and she just improperly identified him as her son, maybe in her grief. I don't know how that happened, but that's how I learned about this case. So this little boy, Liam Husted, is 7 years old. Apparently he has a learning deficiency or some type of disability. He lived with his mother and his father in San Jose. By all appearances, everything seemed fine. I don't know the details about that. I'm sure we will learn, but as of last night, they were letting us know that in the news, that he was now identified, and his mother, who was also missing, was the suspected killer. And we know killer because we knew that the little boy that was unidentified in Las Vegas, had died of homicidal intent, or he had died of he had been murdered. So this is, essentially what was going on. All right. So Samantha Moreno, we were looking her up last night, trying to find her Facebook. Apparently she had already deleted it. So the timeline of events, as of what I learned last night, was May 24th was the last time she was seen in San Jose, California. May 27th is the day little Liam was found in Las Vegas by hikers. And then she was last seen in Colorado. The dad reported him missing the very end of May, right before June. And she was last seen in Colorado as of a few weeks ago. So when they were telling us last night, or when I was reading and telling people last night that she was in Colorado, I thought to myself, she's long gone. She was in California, Las Vegas, Colorado. I was like, next place, she's going to be in Utah, or she's going to be somewhere. I really didn't think she would still be in Colorado. What's out there? I don't know. Killerado? This is so crazy. So we're going to go over the news articles, and I think this is kind of interesting because normally you guys know that I like to study everything and have all the facts out for you, but both times I found out about the developments in this case, I just had a moment and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live about it, and it's easier sometimes for me to show you guys things when live, and then right here I'm just learning with you guys so we can follow the case together and essentially develop it together. So last night, I found out this lady was on the run. She's 34-year-old Samantha Moreno Rodriguez, a mother to 7-year-old Liam Husted. Liam was a special needs boy, and apparently his mother killed him. And she killed him and left him in the desert on a trail. Why, we don't know. It's not. I don't want to sound like facetious, but it's not very nice. That's not what you do. So obviously, my obvious question is always, why? Why is it like this? Why did she have to do it? What happened? Why did she throw away little Liam? It's ridiculous. I have questions. I have questions for her. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello before I start reading the article because I haven't read it. I didn't read it, so I could read it with you guys. So, hey, Georgie RG. Hey, John. How are you? Hey, Carrie Fleming, Danielle Reamer, Shalom Flechero, Bojo Life. Hey, Still Shorty. What's up? How are you? All right. So I'm going to get into it real quick just so I could not be lagging. Does that say? For some reason, I can't see it. They have options. Definitely. They have options. And not too many, but there's definitely a better one than leaving your child dead in a desert. Obviously, she killed him. How? I don't know. But it was within 3 days, according to the timeline that we got last night. So hopefully we find out more. I'm feeling right now that Dad's timeline is probably going to be off. It took him 7 days to report them missing because she left from their apartment. We don't know if there was a fight or anything, but he reported him missing at the end of May, and we always wanted to ask why so late. He said he actually responded that he didn't want to get her in trouble. So that makes me think that he didn't think that his son would be in danger, but that maybe he was having some type of altercation with her, where she left and he thought it was okay. Yeah, Don, no problem. You probably already know. You're probably already caught up. Don is so quick, guys. Let's see. Serene Sapphire, Amanda, you are right on top of this. Blessings. Hey, thanks. This is something I would do anyway, so might as well just do it with my friends that are going to probably be with me while I hopefully finish covering it. That's all we have left to give right now is justice. We have nothing else. We can't do eye for an eye, so we got to do tooth for a tooth. And unfortunately, institutionalizing these people is all we can do. So here we go. Samantha Moreno Rodriguez, another mother who killed her babies. Well, let me take a sip real quick. Everybody get commenced. Crime. Mother wanted in murder of her 7-year-old son. She was arrested in Denver. A San Jose, California woman wanted in connection with the murder of her 7-year-old son near Las Vegas was arrested Tuesday morning in Denver. Duh. Is that all it says? Great article. Wow. Imagine if we had been journalists and they're like, here, get paid for this one. That's funny. Did you guys see that? That article's done. Like I said, I didn't even read them before coming on here. I just pulled up a whole bunch. And I don't even think this is about her. Wow. That's funny. Let me go ahead and add the other one. Still Shorty says, I will never understand the mindset of these murderous monsters who are capable of taking a child's life. Yes, especially, exactly, John Lay, a defenseless child. Kids can't protect themselves. They can't even speak up for themselves. Even when they can speak, they can't speak up for themselves. I can only imagine, especially when he was precious. And it sucks that I have to say was, and it sucks that I even have to talk about him. It's a weird feeling. So I'm going to go ahead and add the second one that I had pulled up. Did you guys see that though? That was so funny. It's like, do an article. Okay, what is it? All right, here it is. Whatever, just submit it. So we had to go to lunch. All right, so I'm going to do, what's my other tab right here? Here it is. Samantha has been found, love my littles. So our work last night, it's maybe not because of us, but it helps, right? Getting her picture out there, it helps. You know who she is today. It works. Bojo Life says, I can't comprehend this killing kid stuff. If it's an accident, tell someone. Exactly. And that falls in line with so many of these cases. And I hate to bring this up because it's associated with drama, but in the Watts case, that's always what I asked myself. If this guy was so great, has such a great life, and he really didn't mean to do this to killing his wife, because, he says he didn't. I'm going off on a tangent, but, he said he didn't kill his daughters, but it was like, but why didn't you call for help? If you didn't kill your daughters, but you watched them get killed, any typical parent would try to resuscitate them until they were almost blue in the face. Whatever. This is just another case of a person who didn't know how to get out of something. And they are so selfish, all they could think about in that moment in time was how they were going to get out of it. They didn't care about anybody else. Liam's dad will never hold him again. Why? I don't know. I hate to be the person to assume that Samantha just wanted to go to Las Vegas and have fun, but, she left Las Vegas, so what is she looking for? What is she doing? Another mental health thing? Like, I don't know. Their eyes are always so soulless. Cadmium, that is so true. So, so true. You were coming to tell me? Of course, of course. Thank you, though. I was saying last night, if you guys see articles about stuff, come tell me. Even if you think I've seen them, let me know. Sometimes I don't. Thank you. Sometimes I don't read an article all the way, or I don't listen to something all the way. And because I assume that when I record them, that when I go through the editor, that's when I listen to them like a million times. So that's when I learn the most. So last night there was a moment in time where I didn't even hear, I was trying to fix StreamYard stuff. I didn't even hear that he was special needs. You guys were the ones that told me. So that was interesting. I'm going to go ahead and read this one. I gotta find it on my... Hopefully it's longer than the last one. All right, Samantha Moreno Rodriguez will be booked into Colorado jail pending extradition charges to Las Vegas. She has soulless eyes. And if this is her updated mugshot, ew. She was wearing makeup, she's smiling. Please don't tell me that's her mugshot. Oh wait, it couldn't have been, right? Because, oh no, this isn't her mugshot. This is probably her ID picture because this was what we had last night. Just kidding. Ignore me. Just kidding, don't ignore me. Okay, so Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on morning of June 8th, 2021, Samantha Moreno Rodriguez, 35, was arrested in Denver, Colorado by the Denver Rocky Mountain Safe Streets Task Force led by FBI Denver. She will be booked into an area jail pending extradition to Las Vegas. Gotta say, girl, that's an extra special picture right there. That's gonna be my thing. All right. San Jose mother. Okay, so Chris Sanchez from Chris NBC says breaking: San Jose mother wanted for the murder of her 7-year-old son was arrested in Denver this morning. Samantha Moreno Rodriguez is the mother of 7-year-old Liam Husted. Oh, I put Husted. People are going to read me. Liam Husted, previously identified as John Little Zion Doe. His body was found near a highway outside of Las Vegas more than 10 days ago. We are all relieved that we were able to get into her custody. We were all relieved that we were able to get her into custody so quickly, said Las Vegas Police Department Lieutenant Ray Spencer, the homicide lieutenant who has made nearly daily pleas for public help to identify the boy since his body was found May 28th. And he did. And that's why I learned about it. And that's why that other case happened, because they were being active. They were definitely being active about this. They wanted this little boy to be identified. And I saw that. But I left it alone because of the little mess that had happened with the misidentification. I'm not that I want to feel like I'm saying I want to fit a narrative, but I don't think it's beneficial to put it out there that there was a misinformation like that came from news media outlets, because it necessarily wasn't their fault. It wasn't the mother's fault either, but she misidentified a little boy that wasn't her son, like literally through autopsy. So, they did spread the news, and it was misinformation, but it wasn't necessarily their misinformation. And I thought to myself, it'd be a little bit confusing to have to explain this and then have people also believe that the news media outlets aren't reliable. Now, I'm not saying they're 100% reliable, fake news, but, you want to also believe that there's some integrity still left in journalism. So I go on. We're all relieved that we were able to get her into custody so quickly. So it's just repeating itself over and over. Maybe there isn't good journalism left anymore. The mother and boy left San Jose on May 24th, driving a dark blue 2007 Dodge Caliber sedan with a backseat packed full of belongings. Sounds like they were separating. Las Vegas Police Lieutenant Ray Spencer said a family friend told San Jose Police Department last Friday that she had not seen Rodriguez or Liam in more than a week, and she recognized the boy from a rendering that was prepared by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and distributed by the media. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department said once they were alerted of a possible match from SJPD, a Las Vegas detective flew out to San Jose. He obtained a piece of clothing and the boy's pillow and flew back to Las Vegas. Sunday, the crime lab was able to confirm the boy was found with 7-year-old Liam Husted. Liam and Rodriguez were last seen May 26 in Laguna Beach, California, and in Victorville, an Interstate 15 city about 190 miles north 190 miles southwest of Las Vegas, Spencer said. I'm just reading my own stuff over here. It didn't even say north. I just assumed it was. Because I'm thinking she was in San Jose, California, and she went to Laguna Beach, which is about a 7-8 hour drive. And no, it's about a 9 hour drive. And then she went to Victorville, a little bit further, about a 10 hour drive, and then she ended up in Las Vegas. So she really curbed. She went. This she really was trying to get rid of him and make it so he wasn't found. I think that's going out of her way. That's like some Jodi Arias stuff where she went through the desert in Arizona, so with gas cans in her car, so it didn't look like she was wherever she was. That's crazy. Anyone know the extent of the special needs? I'm unfamiliar. Still shorty, I do not know, and I don't know if it's special needs like a learning disability or special needs like a chromosomal disability, but he was so cute, and I'm not even going to speculate until I hear it. Soulful music, yeah, that's what I read earlier. It is such a creepy look. It is hella hot there. It's already hella hot there. Vegas right now, I'm sure if you wake up, it is already. Hey, didn't the article say she was 34, not 35? I believe an article I read last night said she was 33. So I mean, it sounds as if they should have her license because they have her license picture, but there is some misinformation. Again, news media outlets aren't always correct, but they can only try to be, I guess. But you're right. There was an article stating a different age. I'm not sure if it was 33 or 35, but I do remember a different age. But I do also remember 34. So I did know that there was some sort of like a misinformation there, or a mix up. We also just found this out yesterday. So Still Shorty says, gotcha. That's why I figured I'd ask. I too did not want to assume. Thanks, girl. And Jersey Mama, rarely. I sleep maybe, I sleep. I nap. A napper. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry. I wanted to click on this because he's so adorable. He is so adorable. And the articles last night weren't really showing him, so we had to actually look a little bit to find him. This next one has a picture of him, so I'm happy about that. And I think this next one is actually a video, so that's kind of awesome. Because it's pretty soon. I didn't know how to go about making a video so quickly, and that's why I did this. And I mean, I might have a video out before the news people do. Just kidding. Maybe. Okay, arrested suspected. Their mother arrested his. For some reason, my vision's not very good today. I woke up like baby kitten eyes today. That's crazy. They shouldn't state her age unless they are for sure. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But sometimes in haste to get things out, they probably don't check. Or they're bad at counting like me. Alright, so this one is I wonder if it's a video. It looks like a video, huh? Please don't be an ad. Please don't be an ad. Please don't be an ad. It is an ad. Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reopen it right now. Sorry about that, guys. Because I guess if you play an ad, the ad people can strike you, so Dunkin' Donuts is gonna strike me. Thanks, Dunkin'. I didn't like you anyway. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see if there's a video on it. Oh, here's one for the hunt of killer mom. You guys put out your article too late. Let's see. I'm so happy she was caught, though. Last night I was livid. I was like, how is this woman literally out walking around with her son dead in the desert? Like, just living life. Like, no big deal. Just left Liam there. Left little Liam in the desert. No problem. So I'm going to mute this real quick so I could play the ad before I play the video for you guys. Actually, I think I can just mute the video. Okay, cool. So let's chat. What's up? Let's see.
Breaking news in the story missing San Jose mom wanted in the murder of her 7-year-old son. Authorities say Samantha.
it works. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, cool. This one is a video. So Jersey Said Mama says, because I was on your live last night, I'm usually a silent watcher. Hey, Jersey Mama, it's all good. Hey, Megan says, that's weird. Wouldn't it just be more publicity for them? Probably. High Hope says, hey, think for yourself. Keep working to shine the light to those of the reenactments. Think for yourself definitely makes you think for yourself sometimes. And she doesn't push things on you. And that's what I really love about Megan J. Megan J's a super awesome person. And I really enjoy her voice too. So it's a plus when you're going to her chat. I'm going to pull this up now that I have the video, and I don't even have to tell you guys. You guys don't need a play-by-play, but I almost feel like when there's when there's nothing out in the air, I get nervous. So when I'm speaking, sometimes I'm just nervously speaking, so I don't leave any dead air, awkward silences, or what have you. Okay, so I pulled up. I'm going to adjust. Make my face tiny. Make this screen big. This one big. And we're going to play this video. It says it's about 45 seconds.
Breaking news in the search for a missing San Jose mom wanted in the murder of her 7-year-old son. Authorities say Samantha Moreno Rodriguez is now under arrest. She was taken into custody in Denver, Colorado by the Denver Rocky Mountain Safe Streets Task Force led by the FBI. She'll be booked into an area jail pending extradition to Las Vegas. The body of her 7-year-old son, Liam Husted, was found in a rural area of Las Vegas on a trail just off the highway in May. Police released a digital picture of what the boy looked like and asked for help in identifying him. That's when a family friend in San Jose saw coverage of the Las Vegas case and felt there might be a connection. Police say the father is not a suspect in this case.
Yes, so that's what they kept saying last night, that his dad is not a suspect. So it makes me think, obviously the dad reported him missing, much like what happened in Samuel Olson's case. The father is the one who reported him missing. But they're saying that he isn't a suspect for a reason, right? That's what I assume. They can't be I guess they can be misinformed a lot. But I wonder what. But I'm thinking because she left with a car full of stuff and she was actually apprehended where she is, that she didn't. And she was solo bolo. So let's keep, if you guys see anything, go ahead and message it to me. Link it in comments. If you have me on Facebook, send it to me on Facebook, whatever. TikTok, whatever. I'm going to be updating it. But thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you so happy? I'm so happy because this is the first step in justice. And I had actually told Dawn this, not my Dawn, the other Dawn, that I was kind of preparing a speech. And it's not that I was really preparing a speech, but I was justifying things in my head for naysayers that think that this is a morbid, I guess it would be a hobby. This is some type of morbid hobby that, we're using for kicks and giggles. That's not it. I'm just a giggly person, and these are the things that I find interesting. And I know that there's other people, I know for sure that there's other people that find it interesting because they're my friends, but also I'm not anybody. But I've always felt that with following these cases and that I've heard from from people who have had a family member that was murdered, they always say they just don't want them to be forgotten. That could be the worst thing that would happen is if somebody that was murdered dies and then dies in vain because they were forgotten. And I know it can be painful to hear about it, but most of these people do want the memory of their loved one to keep going and to never be forgotten. And not just that, justice has to be served. Like I said earlier, it's the last thing we can do, and all we can do together now is be the last foundation to hold it all up so they don't fall through another crack. That was the last crack they were going to fall through. They won't dare fall through another one. This is the last one they will fall through, and as in me saying they will not fall through another one. At least not while we're watching. And look at this. We didn't catch her, but we watched it happen, and that's all I can say is I'm happy. I feel bad for everybody involved. I even feel bad for her, just because her life's going to suck. And she's only going to remember having a beautiful baby. And she's going to remember those beautiful days where she would lay in bed with her baby and her man and be so happy, and she probably wanted to give it all up to do what? I don't know, but I'm glad she lost it all. Was it worth it, Samantha Moreno Rodriguez? I don't think so. And I hope little Liam is resting in peace. Thank you guys for being there, for being here, being there for him and us and everything. I'm going to go ahead and update my header because I misspelled his name. And I will get back to you guys later. I will be making a video about this at some point. And I'm still working on the John Bunny one. It'll be out today at some point. Thanks, guys, for being here. Donna NT, thank you for coming. Thank you, Megan. Rachel, that was so funny. Or not this one, the one before that. Thanks for covering cases so well. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you. I really, this is just, it comes easily. It comes very easily to me. Talking and then talking cases, very easy. And then reading off the internet, perfect. You guys want me to read you bedtime stories? Let's go. I'll read you a whole bunch of news articles. Have a good day. Bye, Still Shorty. Talk to you guys later. Bye.